This video explains the differences between our mid-range and premium devices and hopefully helps you choose which one might be right for you. If it's at all possible, we strongly encourage you to buy a mid-range or premium device. The reason for this is that they're clinically better, and when we say clinically better, they have more life-saving features available. The key features you get moving to a mid-range device are a seamless integrated child mode on the CR2 device and more advanced CPR instruction on the 500p device. Seamless integrated child mode means that at the press of a button, you can reduce the joules output of the device to be more appropriate to a child's heart. Now, in the event that a child under 8 is suffering from sudden cardiac arrest, you can use any AED to help save that child's life. The challenge is, though, for an untrained or minimally trained user, they may be unsure whether the device is suitable for a child. Having that child mode delivers a better clinical outcome for the child and better user confidence for the first aider. In any sudden cardiac arrest, it's the combination of high-quality CPR and defibrillation that will help save a patient's life. Where the 500p has a unique feature is in its CPR advisor. And what that technology does is it analyses the CPR that a patient is experiencing to understand whether that CPR is appropriate for the patient. The CPR you'd administer to a large male might need to be very different to that you'd administer to a child. What this device will do is measure the effectiveness of that CPR and advise the first aider whether they need to push harder or push deeper to help save a child's life. This can be vitally important. One great example is where a woman who knew that her husband had a heart condition purchased the 500p. He had a heart attack and, despite all her training, she wasn't strong enough to provide the CPR that he needed. Luckily, her son was nearby. He, even though he wasn't trained in CPR at all, with the help of this device, was able to perform high-quality CPR and save his father's life. The CR2 Essentials is the entry product of the CR2 range and is undoubtedly one of the best defibs available today. The replacement for the CR Plus, it improves usability in almost every way. The first key feature is that it has seamless child mode. At the press of a button, the CR2 goes into child mode without the need to change pads. It also shocks up to 360 joules, meaning that it's appropriate for anyone, age 1 to 100, from very small to very large. Further, it has clear voice technology, which emits instructions at a decibel that can be heard through background noise. The volume of instructions also increases as background noise increases. It can also give instructions in 2 languages where required. It has an excellent IP rating of 55 and is incredibly simple to use and designed specifically for minimally or untrained users. In addition to CPR Advisor, the 500p comes with an incredibly robust IP56 rating, meaning it's suitable for very dusty or very wet environments. It's also one of the smallest and lightest AEDs on the market. So why would you choose the 500p? The first reason is that if you need a device that is small and lightweight. Secondly, if the device is likely to be stored or used in an area that's extremely dusty or wet. And finally, if the device is likely to be used in a remote or isolated location, like an aircraft or a boat or a regional area, where it may take some time until emergency services arrives. It's in these scenarios that the CPR Advisor really comes into its own. So why would you choose the CR2 Essentials? Well, firstly, if you know the device might need to be used on a larger patient. Secondly, if you've got a duty of care to children 8 years or younger. Or finally, if you want an all-around great device that can be used on anyone, by anyone. The great news is that both these devices compare favourably, in fact better and cheaper than most premium devices out there in the market. They both have a 4-year battery and pad life and a market-leading 8-year warranty. So what do our premium devices offer that the mid-range don't? And the main answer to that is connectivity. Our premium devices can be logged onto the internet via Wi-Fi or cellular technology to ensure that you know they're ready to use, to advise you when they have been used, and to let you know if there's a problem that needs addressing. The other feature that the CR2 Wi-Fi and cellular has that the CR2 Essentials doesn't is what we call CPR Insight. And CPR Insight is unique technology that allows the first aider to continue administering CPR even when the device is analysing the patient's heart rhythm to see whether it's suitable for a shock. What this means is more hands-on CPR time and better clinical outcomes. Of course, if you're at all unsure or would just like further reassurance, please call now 1300 737 250 to speak to a DFib expert who can help you work out the right device for you.